Talking about mental illness is important. There's a lot of stigma around it, and stigma prevents people from getting help. The Make It Okay campaign was designed by health partners as a free resource for communities to start the conversation, to start talking about mental illness, to start encouraging others to seek help, and to really be there to support each other. As we look at the Make It Okay campaign, there really are three components. The first one being learn about mental illness. The second one being talk about it, and don't leave the elephant in the room. If family or friend says they're struggling with something, talk about it. If you're struggling, talk about it. And then share. Share with others. Share that you're human and you're going through things, and people will share with you that they too have felt that way. And really open up a community that can connect with each other and make it okay to talk about mental health. Some of the basics around mental health is, it is common. Nationwide, 1 in 5 adults deal with a mental illness. In Crow Wing County, our research has shown that it's actually 1 in 4, and actually trending a little bit towards 1 in 3. And that's of the adult population. And we all know a heartfelt story about a youth who's been struggling with mental illness, so we know it's prevalent across all ages. It's prevalent across all income levels. There are no certain groups of people who deal with it more. Everyone deals with it. We all either know someone, live with someone, or deal with it ourselves. So as we think about the workplace, we spend a lot of time at work, and who we are as a person comes into the workplace. It's important that at work we talk about it too. Talking openly helps to reduce stigma. Why is it important that we reduce stigma? Because stigma really does prevent people from getting treatment. Think about if that was cancer. You would never wait to go in to get help with something so serious, but we do. And sometimes that stigma that you don't want others to know. Sometimes it's the stigma that you have to yourself, saying, I'm smarter than that, I can figure this out, I can pull myself up by my bootstraps, I don't need this. Or maybe, you know what, yes, I dealt with depression, but it was just temporary. I got past it, you know, we're all good now. Everything's fine. We have a wonderful culture who likes to talk about our feelings with one word, fine. Sometimes it's not fine. Sometimes we're not okay. And it's important that we talk about that. So when you think about what are some tips that you can use to support someone, first and foremost, stop the silence. If someone you know is dealing with a mental illness, talk about it. Be nice and listen. Let them know you're there for them. Don't ignore it. Offer to help. Keep in contact with them. Maybe it's just sending a text to say, I know you've been struggling, how are you doing today? Maybe it's a phone call. Invite them out for coffee. And keep the conversation moving. Especially if someone's indicating that they may be suicidal, continue the conversation. Keep it going. Keep talking to them and help them get help. There are some things that we can say when people are talking to us about the struggles they've been dealing with, and some things that it's best not to say. So let's talk about that. Some things that would be good to say are, thanks for opening up to me. How can I help? Do you want to talk about it? I'm sorry to hear that. It must be tough. Make sure you're giving them that empathy. I'm here for you when you need me. Can I drive you to an appointment? And how are you feeling today? And some things that you want to avoid saying. Don't minimize it. Don't say things like it could be worse, or snap out of it, or everyone feels that way sometimes. Everyone may feel that way sometimes, but to them, this is the way they feel right now, and they're asking you to listen to how they feel. We've all been there. Pull yourself together. What's wrong with you? Or try thinking happy thoughts. We're fixers. When someone brings up a problem, we want to offer advice. But sometimes the best thing we can do is just listen. But a lot of times people offer advice like, have you tried exercise? Well, that's proven to help. But what people really want is for you to say, would you like to exercise with me? Would you like to go for a walk with me? It's a small gesture that can really change the world. Let's help to reduce mental health stigma and encourage each other to get the help that we need.